Remember to be back to Jablam Sports presentation of the NBA playoffs simulation. That's right, we're simulating every single game for the NBA playoffs based upon the stoppage of the season every night. This round, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Next up, Game 2, Heat, Bucks. Heat won Game 1, folks. Can they win Game 2 and go home with a big lead, or will the Bucks even it up? Let's get to Game 2. Butler and the rest of the Heat played really well in the first game. Can they continue to do that? Remember, tomorrow we're again 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We got Dallas versus Denver, and then Philadelphia for Toronto. Remember, go to our website, jablamsports.com, for all your stats, series information, and schedules. Go to jablamsports.com, click on simulation, click on NBA. It's all there. Enjoy Game 2, folks.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
What's happening, everybody? Tonight, we'll get to see the Miami Heat go up against the Milwaukee Bucks here at Fiserv Forum. Well, for the Bucks, with a loss in Game 1, they surrendered home court advantage in the series. Tonight, a crucial game for them as they seek to remain in contention. Well, you talk about playing with pressure early in a series after dropping Game 1. Shaq, how badly does this team need to win tonight?
If they lose, I can see the fans leaving with paper bags over their heads in embarrassment. That said, I think they right the ship and get the win.
Well, check this out, guys. I was on a team, blessed to be. We were going 0-2 at home. We played two
tough.
games at home, went 0-2, and won the series. But the odds are stacked against you, but you got to have supreme confidence in yourself to do that.
Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Shaq. Wonderful answers. And I mean that.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. The Eastern Conference semifinals continue here on 2K Sports. Game 2. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freaks' points come in the paint. Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays, and free throws. When that jump shot comes, it's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Jay Crowder, Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard. So the Bucks win the tip. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to DiVincenzo. From the arc. No good on that one. Now the Heat take it the other way. They won their last game Monday night.
And you know what? Sometimes it's hard to say whether or not defensively you were on your game. But bottom line is their opponent didn't shoot it well. And you got to take some of the credit from a defensive standpoint.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, it's all about the results, right? And if you can limit open looks, sometimes you can get into an opponent's head. So even when they do spring free, they lack the confidence or at least are distracted and aren't able to knock those shots down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Here's Lopez. Following the score by Miami.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Here's Dragic. From past the arc. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Giannis. Looking to end the run, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Middleton against Butler. Pass to Iguodala. Outside Dragic jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Basket good.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling.
Bledsoe against Dragic. Giannis outside. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Leading by 5. Shot by Crowder, no good.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man.
Now here's Iguodala. Butler feeling it out a bit, shoots it up. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. The feed now to Giannis. He nails it, and we're tied up. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wesley Matthews checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's Nunn. Shot from free throw range. Adebayo. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Matthews passes to Ilyasova. He kicks to Hill. Knocks it loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Passes it to Matthews. 1:12 left here in the opening quarter. Milwaukee the rebound. Comes up empty down low.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it back.
And Adebayo throws it down.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
So it's the Bucks now after the Heat pick up 2. Hill passes to Middleton. Matthews against Robinson. Pass to Hill. Shot clock at 6. And the Bucks miss again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The pass to Nunn. Williams with the block.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Olynyk, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Milwaukee.
And Olynyk up and down at the free throw line early in his career, but with his touch, he's bound to become more consistent.
And that one falls for Olynyk. He makes 1 of 2 that time. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Miami ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. But whatever you got, just say, you know, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Robin Lopez out there with Ilyasova. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Man, I like the attack mentality of Hill. Always on the lookout, take it straight to the cup.
Here's Nunn after the basket by Milwaukee. Adebayo finds Robinson. And here's Jones. He's covered by Matthews. From about 19 feet. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And then for Miami, Crowder, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Jones. DiVincenzo passes to Ilyasova. And Matthews kicks to Lopez. Hill deciding where to go with it. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shoots the 3. Here's Lopez. That's tipped. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Passes it to Nunn. Knocked loose. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Bledsoe comes in for George Hill. And Miami has possession. It's a 3-point game. And Crowder slams it in.
Boy, Butler doing a nice job taking advantage of the open man. Good quick pass there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Olynyk against Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. Good work defensively by Crowder.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Butler just excellent at finding ways to get to the stripe, especially when he's near the basket.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The free throw drops for Butler.
And guys, I think Jimmy Butler has all the tools you could want in a two-way player. He's an excellent defender, and he also can score the ball from just about anywhere.
So he gets them both. Here's Bledsoe. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
You know, Bledsoe is so athletic and plays with such great energy, it's hard to defend him sometimes without fouling.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the night. And that one misses.
And the key for Bledsoe, like it is for most players, is staying motivated and engaged. I mean, he's a big player for this team, an important player for this team.
Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Good on the second free throw. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Iguodala, the pass to Olynyk. Back to Iguodala. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Iguodala's got the lead up to 8 now for Miami.
You just can't give Iguodala these looks. He's too experienced and crafty down low.
Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Matthews. And stolen by Butler. And they're running. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Boy, that was a terrific sequence by Butler, demonstrating why he's such an outstanding two-way threat.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Six to shoot. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, that was just a fantastic decision from Antetokounmpo. He's lethal in pick and roll situations, clearly.
Dragic finds Crowder. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's Butler missing. Bucks trail by 8. Here's DiVincenzo. Iguodala with the steal. Now the pass to Dragic. Butler from outside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Miami.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And really, Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. I mean, he's always in attack mode. He really forces the defense's hand. He keeps pressure on them at all times.
No good on the free throw.
Hey, if you had a list of the most athletic players in the NBA and did a roll call, it would be not long before you got to Antetokounmpo. The Greek Freak is the real deal.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Lopez. Chris Middleton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Dante DiVincenzo. No good on the second free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Free throw good, Crowder. The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. And both free throws good from Crowder.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Now here's Giannis. 8 points for him.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
And here are the Heat now, following the three-point attempt by Eric Bledsoe. Iguodala outside. 5 on the clock, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Marvin Williams.
And the all-around game Iguodala possesses makes him unique, does whatever is asked of him on the floor.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Robinson's checked in. And Iguodala drops them both. 30 seconds left to play here in the half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Robinson against Hill. Middleton tried to break free. Hill, no good. Outside Robinson for the three. That shot misses. And so it's the Miami Heat. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're over-shifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a heightened atmosphere we have here this evening for NBA playoff action. Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith by my side. For the Heat,
They're in a perfect position to grab a hold of this series, up 1-0 already, and playing incredible basketball, which has given them a huge lead at halftime. They just couldn't have asked for a better scenario. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
Well, they're getting high percentage looks, good game planning. The ball is moving around. Guys aren't pulling the trigger at the first thing they see. They're definitely staying disciplined. That's a big part of what has them having the lead at the halftime.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
Well, sometimes you get too comfortable playing at home. This team played tonight like it's no urgency. And now they dug themselves a hole, and the energy level to get out of it is going to be extraordinary. We'll see if they come out of the tunnel with some fire in the second half, because they're going to need it.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. The Heat leading by 13. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Miami, Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Takes it out to Iguodala. Lets it go from 14. And no good that time. Great D that time for Middleton. Giannis inside. He's covered by Iguodala. Antetokounmpo, no good. On the wing, Iguodala. Pass to Adebayo. He dishes it to Dragic. Over Bledsoe. No good from Dragic.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Giannis outside. Up top, Bledsoe. And with that, the Heat lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Lopez.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
Adebayo kicks to Crowder. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Dragic against Bledsoe. 4 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Stolen by Bledsoe. Loads it up for Giannis. They get the rebound. And here's Bledsoe. Over Butler. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. No good from Bledsoe. And Middleton with the block.
Boy, the defensive hustle there by Middleton. Stretching out and getting his hand on that shot. Excellent effort.
And the Bucks with some changes. Robin Lopez is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. The Heat also changing it up. Olynyk comes in for Bam Adebayo. Robinson is subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Butler.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Middleton, the pass to Lopez. Shoots over Olynyk. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Lopez finds Middleton. Now here's Lopez, defended by Butler. 11 feet away. Lopez, no luck. The Heat leading by 11. Here's Dragic from outside. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
It's Hill on the wing. Here's DiVincenzo. Passes to Lopez. 5 to shoot. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Lopez has got his second bucket tonight. Dragic against Hill. Now here's Dragic. Tight defense on him. Butler on the wing. Miami needs to get a shot off. Dragic. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Pass to Lopez. Butler against Middleton. And there's the pass to Hill. Shoots. Rebound by Olynyk. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Robinson kicks to Olynyk. Middleton against Butler. To the middle. The kick out to Dragic. They need this one. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And the Heat call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Some changes here for the Bucks. Ilyasova comes in for Robin Lopez, and it's Williams in for Brook Lopez. And Miami has possession. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Nunn passes to Jones. Here's Nunn. .58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Butler. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Butler's got 9.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Jones against Ilyasova. Here's Middleton. Ilyasova passes to Williams. Another shot. Rebound by the Heat. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound in this one. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Nunn. Pass to Olynyk. Over Hill. The turnaround jumper. Count it. And now a 10-point Heat lead.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Shots good by Middleton.
Yeah, you know, when you shoot the ball as well as Middleton does, you want to be hungry and looking for your shots. I mean, shot hungry is a good thing when you've got the stroke that he has, mid-range and long distance.
And so it's Miami holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Middleton and Ilyasova holding down the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with George Hill. And it's Williams at the center filling out the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Middleton. Here's Ilyasova. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Tremendous tenacity from Ilyasova. Really positioning himself right near the basket and then reading the missed shots quite well.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Fellas, it's impossible to ignore what a good job they've done at the free throw line throughout the game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
Ilyasova no good on the free throw.
A couple of things that make Ilyasova so unique are his quickness and shooting ability at 6'10".
Trying to get open is Adebayo. And the basket by Jones.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Bledsoe dishes to Williams. Kicks it to Middleton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you've got to be careful with Middleton down low. I mean, he's very talented at how he gets defenders to bite in the post.
The first one falls.
And Middleton, the former second-round pick now, has put a lot of work in on his game. I mean, a ton of work. Really carving out a nice spot in the league as a result of his hard work.
Middleton hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Iguodala, the pass to Nunn. On the wing, Iguodala from the baseline. And it's Miami with another.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Passes it to Middleton. There's the triple. Hands it from downtown.
Well, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
Castro will win it. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Here's Adebayo. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Timeout called the Bucks.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Heat also with the sub. Crowder, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
Iguodala outside. Off target with his 3. Bucks trail by 5. Floats it up for Giannis. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the paint, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Hill. Here's Giannis. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup. Giannis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, powers through it.
Iguodala finds Adebayo. Crowder against Giannis. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Dragic. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Here's Iguodala. Following the 3 by Milwaukee. The dish to Butler. Outside Dragic. Over Bledsoe. No good from Dragic.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Up top, Bledsoe. He's covered by Iguodala. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 1:40 left in the game. Bledsoe looking around. 6 on the shot clock to take the lead.
And I love the defensive Butler. Always going to give you his best effort at that end of the floor. He uses his length, his size, his strength, and his speed to bother shooters.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of games.
And the Heat call time here. They're down by 2. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Man, he's had the hot hand tonight, Kevin, no doubt about it. He's gotten his field goal percentage up over 60, and you're only going to get it that high when you're taking good, smart shots.
Now Butler. Down low, Adebayo. That one goes. Count it. Adebayo's got the game tied up here for Miami.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Yeah, you want to get those sure things down the stretch, and that close to the bucket, he is a sure thing.
Now here's Young.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Here's Butler. Elbow shot is on the way. Got it. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
No fear in Butler. Not afraid of anybody. Poise personified. Takes pride in stepping up when the game is on the line.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dishes to Middleton. Butler with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. There's the three. Misses the three. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. So the Bucks win the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Dragic is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Butler in at the 3. Crowder with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Miami trailing. Here's Dragic. He's off from 17 feet. Bledsoe with it. Shoots over Crowder. Shot's good by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
It's clear that Bledsoe loves these moments, which is why he's comfortable taking big shots.
Butler against Middleton. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Chris Middleton. Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. George Hill's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Both shots good from the stripe.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're ahead by 2. 1:46 left to play in the first overtime. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Hill has it in the corner. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Really amazing concentration by Hill in a big moment. He has a lot of confidence in himself. That's obvious.
Here's Butler. Good D by Lopez.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested. And the attitude of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. Really what you want to see in your team's best player. He's a guy that doesn't back down when the game gets tight and things are on the line.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Butler against Hill. The kick out to Lopez. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Hey, offensive rebound. Position is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Timeout called the Heat. They're trailing by 6. 52 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Now here's Dragic. Butler on the wing. Doesn't go that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Milwaukee making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Here's Milwaukee now. And it's blocked.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And it's Butler missing. And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. Bledsoe outside. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at one game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We're getting out of transition. We're trying to get people to stop. Everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
Whoa, what a comeback. Man, Heat were leading by 9 going into that final quarter. And the Bucks storm back, tie the game with about a minute remaining. And then we go to overtime. And the Bucks pull away in overtime. We've had a couple of overtime games in these Jablam playoffs simulation. And no team that did the comeback won until tonight, and that was a huge win for the Bucks because now it's 1-1. If they had lost that game, Heat would have been up 2-0 going home. So game 3 in 2 days, Monday night, roughly the same time, 8:45 p.m. Eastern, 5:45 p.m. Pacific. Don't miss out. That was a good game. Big comeback for the Bucks. Heat were pretty good all game until that fourth quarter. And the Bucks stormed back, took it to overtime, and won. Big game. Bledsoe, Giannis, of course. Big game. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to our presentation of the NBA 2020 playoff simulation. right there on JBlamSports.com. You can go to the website, click on the website, click on simulation, and then NBA, and you get all the stats for every team, every game, and the league leaders, and you get the schedule on the page. And of course, we have podcasts and everything on our website. You can go check that out as well. All right. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. We're giving this to you for all you thirsty sports fans out there. Have a good night.